Well, good morning. Today is Saturday, April 13th, and we have two birthdays that just got in under the wire, let me tell you, because I was looking at my calendar when I first woke up this morning, and I didn't have any birthdays, and I thought, am I going to do a video today? I don't even have to sing. Do I have anything to really talk about? I don't know. So then I started answering my comments, and I had two requests for today. So these are really very last minute, under the wire requests, but they got in just in time. So the first one is for Tom Murath, M-U-M-A-U-R-A-T-H, and your wife told me it was M-U-R-A-T-H, Murath. So Tom, your wife wants me to wish you happy birthday, so you know I'm going to. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tom. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And it's also Sparkling Susan's, she doesn't call them grandchildren, she calls them grand angels. It's her little grand angel Marley's 5th birthday today, although she's in Hawaii, excuse me, celebrating her birthday. So when she gets back, I'm sure Susan's going to show her to her. But Marley, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marley. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great, great birthday. Anyway, we've decided for Mary, she's getting too many visitors. I know, it seems kind of, it's just like, we're even like overlapping that we're all there visiting with each other rather than just visiting with Mary. She's getting along really well. She's doing her therapy really well. She was doing stairs yesterday. So I reminded her, she was saying, I can't remember, you got to go up in the good and down in the bad and that. And I always thought, I remembered when I did my knee replacement that they told me that you always wanted to go up on your good leg. And so you always have to remember that you want to go up to heaven, and to go to heaven, you got to go up. And it's always nice, so it doesn't hurt. So you go up on your good leg. But then you go down on your bad leg, because your bad leg is the one that hurts the most, and that's the one you need the most, repair on or therapy on or whatever. And just remember that going to hell is like pain. So it's going to be painful. So you always remember that the bad leg, that's the more painful leg, you always go down on, because you're going to hell. And then the one that's not giving you any problems, you go up on. She said, Mary was joking, and she said, unfortunately, both of my legs hurt. So then what do? I said, you picked the lesser of two evils. So she says, I have to remember that, going to heaven and going to hell. She says, I'm going to tell that to my therapist. You do. And I said, you do that. I'm sure they already know that. But we did find that when she has too many visitors, she stays in her room, and, because she's visiting. And she doesn't, if she gets, when nobody's there, she gets in her wheelchair and she walks in the wheelchair, like, she doesn't like wheel, but she walks with her leg. That's how you do it. You walk with your legs. She walks with her legs, and so she gets a little bit more therapy and a little bit more exercise on her own, because then she doesn't stay in the room. She gets out and about, and she starts, because I don't know if you knew this about my family, but we're very friendly. We can talk to anybody. So, and she's got, in the next room over is, I forget his name, but he's 97. And they usually go to therapy at the same time. And so, like, I've gone a few times when Mary was in therapy, and they joke and they laugh and they have fun. So, she could walk her way over there and visit with him. Because anytime I've ever gone, I've gone at all hours of the day. Yeah, I don't go at night because I don't like to drive at night. But I've gone all hours of the day, and I've never seen a visitor for that man. Never, not one time. And so, I don't know that he doesn't get visitors, or maybe they come at night. I don't know. But, so Mary can go visit him. So we've divided it up that we're not going to go every day. But she'll have visitors every day. So she'll have like 3 or 4 visitors every day, because I have a pretty large family. And so it's not like she won't have visitors. So today is my day to stay home. So I thought, what am I going to do? I have to get back. I watched YouTube videos after I got up for a little bit. And Suzanne kind of, like, she was babbling on about, what's the name of her channel? The Unexpected Sage. she was just saying that she didn't want to put that out. Like it sounded like she was complaining or something. I forget her exact words, but like she said, she started the video, did 17 minutes in, and then decided she wasn't going to do that anymore. So she didn't even do that. She then did another one, and then she said, well, now I'm doing it again. And she went right to her food. And I told her in my comments that sometimes you just got to get things out into the universe, but you don't need to have the world hear it, if that makes any sense. So a lot of times I'll say things, and I'm guilty of that too. I'll start doing a video, and I'll go on, rattle on, and then I'll just realize that it was a relief to get it off my chest, but I didn't need to share it with the world. And so then I start again, and you would never have seen it. But I felt better because I said it. Sometimes you just, if you don't want to talk to somebody, you can just say it out into the universe. I have the advantage of talking to a camera, so it doesn't seem so strange. But if I was to sit in a chair and just start talking, yeah, that would be, okay, get her ready to the loony bin. She's talking to herself. But when you do it on a video, it kind of helps. And it's very therapeutic for me sometimes, just to get it out there. If somebody's aggravating me or something, I want to share it with you, and then I do it and I get done, and I'm thinking, I don't know that I really wanted to do that. But I do have to do this. I have to take this call. I'll be right back. That was Christy. Mary must have known I was talking about her, because Christy went to visit her this morning, and she said that when she was getting ready to go down for her therapy, because they don't pick her up anymore, she's got to go down by herself, which is good. She doesn't need to have somebody pick her up to bring her down to therapy. She said to Christy, she says, "Could you push me?" And Christy said no. And she said, "Just to the door." So Christy said, "I'll push you just to the door, but that's as far as I'm going to push you." So she pushed her to the door. And then she says, "Can you just push me over around in this thing?" And Christy said, "No, you're going to do that." She said, "Well, it hurts my arms." And she said, "Well, then don't use your arms. Just use your feet. Walk with your feet." And so then she looked at Aaron. She says, "Aaron, will you?" And Aaron went over there, and Christy said, "Don't you dare." So Mary says, "Oh, so that's how it's going to be." And so then Christy walked down with her while she went to therapy. And she said she walked the whole way. I mean, it was slower, obviously, but, that's what she needs to do. But anyway, like I said, sometimes you just have to get it out. And like I can complain, and I'll just say something, and I just feel better that I said it out loud. And then I'll erase it so nobody sees it. My journals, my family, if they read them, I'll be dead. I don't really care at that point. They can be mad at me at that point. But my sister Denise, who I trust completely, told me that she's just going to throw them away, throw them in the fire. And I said, that sounds like a plan to me, because it's something. Sometimes you just got to get it out there. You don't want to hurt people's feelings, but sometimes you got things to say that are going to hurt people's feelings, and you don't want to do that. So you just have to be extra careful about what you say and do in life. You just really do. But so anyway, I was watching the video. I watched the videos this morning. I got them all done, and I got all done, and I thought, what am I going to do now? And I thought, you know what? I wanted to thank Nancy Chiampe. She sends me a quote every day. I don't know how she comes up with them, but she comes up with a lot of different quotes. I've used a few of them on my thumbnails, but she always gives me something to think about. And I'm almost positive that the thumbnail I used today was one of the quotes that she sent me. I could be wrong, but if not, I'm sure that somewhere along the line she sent me something similar. And it's like you have to change something every day that's leading you the wrong way. I find that when I was watching Kim at a girl on her phone, she's visiting her mom, Momo, whatever she calls her, Momo. I think it's Momo. Anyway, she goes to the hospital every day, and she says when she gets home how tired she is. Well, it's a different kind of a tired, but it's a tiring tired. It really is. It's when I go to visit Mary, because it takes me half an hour to get there, so I'm not gonna just be there for 15 minutes. If I'm not gonna drive a half an hour, I'm gonna really visit. So I'm usually there 2 or 3 hours visiting with her. A lot of times I bring a book. A lot of times I just, we watch TV together, or I go with her to her therapy or something like that. But it's exhausting. It's just really exhausting. And you wouldn't think just sitting would be exhausting, but it's just the whole, I think of the emotional and everything. It just gets to be exhausting. It really does. But, and I find that since I've been doing it, I have not been eating properly. I'm eating at odd times. I'm eating wrong things. I'm stopping by Starbucks because there's a Starbucks on the way to get my mango dragon fruit drink, which is, I think it's 8 points or 9 points. And I'll have that in substitute of a meal, but then it's a sugary meal. It's not a good meal. So it's not proper. So I need to change one thing. And one of the things I needed to change was getting back I want to be back to the 2017 Sandy, because I joined Weight Watchers December 31st, 2016, with the whole anticipation of, like, in 2017, changing my life, which I did. I did really well on my weight loss. At one point, I had lost 96 pounds, so I was doing really well. And so I want to get back to that Sandy, because that Sandy woke up every morning ready to face the world, ready to just move on, and wasn't tempted. I just wasn't tempted by things. And I could eat out and eat healthy, eating out. I know that's not the Sandy that's now, but it was the Sandy that was then. I would bring my own little salad dressing. I'd order the salad with no dressing, and I'd have my own little salad dressing. I'd order off the really friendly meal plan that, and I wouldn't order like fries and greasy foods and stuff like that. I would enjoy the experience of eating out, but still eating healthy. And one of the things that I did then was I would always start my day off with a walk. And then when I got home, I would drink 32 ounces of water and have an apple or an orange, some kind of piece of fruit. Mostly it was an apple, because I love apples. Granny Smith are my favorite. I'm not a big fan of a soft apple. I like a firm, crispy apple. And so Granny Smith was always my go-to choice. And so I would always start the day off with an apple and drink the 32 ounces of water, and then get on with a healthy meal for the rest of the day. So this morning when I was thinking, what can I change in my life? Just one thing that I've not been doing lately that I used to do that gave me great pleasure. And I hit on the fact that I enjoy going for my morning walk and coming home and having an apple and with my water. So guess what? That's what I did. I came home, I had my Granny Smith apple, I drank 32 ounces of water. And then I just thought, this is perfect. This is exactly what I want to do. And it filled me up enough, like I haven't even eaten my breakfast yet. And I think it's almost 1:30. Let's see what time it is. Yeah, pretty close. And this is how I was back then. I would have my apple, my water, and then I would have my breakfast, lunch, brunch, whatever you want to call it, right around 1:30, 2 o'clock. I'd have like a light snack about 4 o'clock, and then I'd have my dinner like at 7. And I lost weight. I lost 96 pounds. Not in a year. I think it took me a year and a half, but but I felt so much better. I felt so much better about my choices and stuff. So I think that if I continue with this plan, I figured out a time that I'm going to go that's not going to be like first thing in the morning to go see Mary. And then get my walk in, have my apple and water, and then go see Mary, visit her for a couple hours, and then come home and eat. Because now that the weather's getting nicer, the sun comes up a little bit earlier, and tomorrow it's supposed to be 70 some degrees. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's going to be a beautiful walk tomorrow. And it's my new plan for this week. I know it's Saturday, the new week doesn't start till tomorrow, but I thought I got to start something now. I do plan on for breakfast, I'm going to have an English muffin. I had my apple already. For my breakfast, I'm going to have some bacon and eggs and an English muffin and a cup of tea. And then for my snack later on, I'm going to have like some vegetables of some sort with a dip. And then for dinner, I still have little bit of lasagna left from the other day. So Jim and I are going to have the leftover lasagna for dinner. And then I'm just going to go on from there and continue each day. That's my plan. Now that it's getting nicer, I'm hoping I can start getting outside more and I can start reading. So my next book, I told you I never finished that The Girl A. I forget who it was by. I'm not even going to tell you the author because the book was so awful. I couldn't even finish it. I told you, I only had 75 pages to go. I couldn't finish it. But I thought, no, I gotta get back to reading too, because I'm going to be able to go outside soon. So this is the book that I'm going to start reading that Christy gave me from her Book of the Month Club. And I think that I've already read this for some reason when it first came out, before it was a Book of the Month. But I could be wrong. But this is the daughter of a formerly enslaved parents, Mary McLeod Bethune, refuses to back down as a white supremacist attempt to thwart her work. She marches as an activist and an educator, and as her reputation grows, she becomes a celebrity, revered by titans of business and recognized by U.S. presidents. So I really think I read this book. I will let you know tomorrow if I start this book today. I don't know if I'm going to start it today or tomorrow, because I like Jeff Daniels, and he has a new series on Prime called American Rust, which I watched on Showtime season 1 and I really enjoyed the show. And then it didn't get renewed, and then for some reason they decided to do it again, and so they did season 2 and they dropped all the episodes. So I'm thinking that today I'm going to probably watch all the episodes of American Rust. At 2 o'clock, though, I'm going to watch Roy. Recipes with Roy has a live. Then I'm going to watch that. And then just stay on plan for the rest of the day. It's kind of nice. It's kind of hard to see because of the way the sun's shining. I don't know. There you go. There you go. It was so windy yesterday. My birds, when they were eating, they had to hang on to the... I don't know if you can see. There's like little things that they can hang on to. I have a swing over there that they were sitting more eating the food on the swing rather than on the things. But the other ones are gripped for life because they were banging into each other. I was surprised that they didn't fly off and go into the window because some of the winds got really high. And the blinds, even though I have really good insulation, I thought, my blinds were blowing. But I think it was because I had opened the window the other day because it was so nice. And then when I closed it, I didn't lock it because I didn't lock my windows. And I think that there was just enough of a gap that the air was coming through there. So the windows are locked now, but it's not windy. So I don't know if my theory is correct on that or not. But oh my gosh, it was really, really windy. But other than that, I don't think I have much more to talk about. I'm liking my new plan. I'm going to get more water in too because I used to drink like at least 80 ounces of water in a day, but lately I've only been down to like 32, maybe 40 ounces of water, which to me still seems like a lot of water, but it's not enough for me. It really isn't. We've booked all of our stuff for our cruise. We haven't got our cabin assignment yet. I think they do that 2 weeks before. So, it's counting down. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And then Jim and I are going to do a practice run because we want to just pack one suitcase. So one day this week, we're going to take the suitcase out and see if we can get it. As long as it stays under, I think there's a 50-pound. I got to look at the airline. I think there's a 50-pound limit. We both can bring a suitcase on. We're allowed, obviously, one suitcase each, but we don't want to be dragging suitcases everywhere. Because we are going to bring an overnight bag to the plane. Not like, I guess it's called an overnight. Carry-on bag onto the plane. And then I want to buy a small purse. I don't carry a purse. But like a backpack kind of a purse so that I can have a backpack plus have my own thing. Because I've learned my lesson. One time we traveled and my luggage got lost. And, my luggage actually just got lost twice. But... I want to have some clothes to wear, just in case. And then we're going to pack all of our medications. That was another thing. We packed all of our medications on the bag that got lost. So I want to carry our medications on the carry-on bag. And then, other than that, I don't think we have major plans for the week. But I'll keep you abreast of everything we're doing. How's that sound? So let's talk again tomorrow. And maybe tomorrow when I go visit Mary. You saw her on the video the other day. She's a little bit more likely to let you see the video. So see her on video, rather. So let's talk again tomorrow. See you then.